A very good afternoon from Diocesan School for Girls in Auckland. Have so been looking forward to this. It's been a culmination of 4 days of remarkable competition. But today it is the secondary schools final to find out who are the New Zealand champions in the sport of water polo. It's the might of Rangitoto College up against Hamilton Boys High School. It is very much a battle of Bombay, the Bombay Hills, separating Waikato from Auckland. Joining me in commentary today is the high performance manager for New Zealand water polo, Kurt Goldsworthy. Kurt, Hamilton, arguably runners-up last year and in the unofficial national competition behind Sacred Heart. You just sensed then they were on the cusp of something special. Is it their year?
Well, it has been so far. These two teams met at the North Island Secondary Schools about a month ago down in Wellington. Excellent game of water polo between Hamilton Boys High School and Rangitoto. Went to penalties. Hamilton came out on top. Okay,
we will run through the team lineups for you, but Rangitoto College, they play with a lot of structure. They were brilliant yesterday in their semi-final. Can they get the job done? Great crowd in. Very, very vocal indeed. And now it is time to introduce the two teams for you. It will be in the white caps, Rangitoto College, who will be introduced first. These two met, as Kurt already mentioned, in the final of the North Island Secondary Schools competition. But let's now look at the two lineups. Wearing number 1 today for Rangitoto College will be Boston Frost. Number 2 will be Daniel Warman. 3 will be Kobe Newt. Number 4 will be Karma Morton. Number 5, Thomas Arms. Number 6, Lucas Dearlove. Number 7, Oliver Pritchard. 8, Luca Masur. 9, Guy Grantham. Number 10, Taze Noom Duckworth. Caden Brown will wear 11. Luke Blackburn will wear 12. Michael Rogers will round out their squad of 13. Outstanding coaching in Tuia Sal, Sefa and Nemanja Radic, their assistant coach, Megan Brown, their manager. And then the great Matt Lander, a wonderful player, leads this Hamilton Boys High School team wearing number 1. Oliver Ingram in 2. It'll be Brody Lang in 3. Sam Kately in 4. Mitchell Kitely in 5. Connor Stewart in 6. Geordie Chapman will wear 7. Kieran Van Stade in the number 8. Hunter Reid will wear the number 9 cap. Number 10, Boston Horwood. Hugo Barbour, number 11. Joshua Edwards, number 12. Sheriff Hosney in the number 13. Their coach is Rahiti Teakoto White. Their assistant coach is Rowana Patterson. It is game on. This is for supremacy in New Zealand secondary schools water polo. A sport in recent times that's been dominated by Sacred Heart, who have won it for the last 4 years. At the end of the next 24 minutes, a new name, a new champion will be etched on the trophy. You can hear the crowd in the background. Get ready for this one. This should be a classic.
Rangitoto yesterday, outstanding against Sacred Heart in the semi-final. Outstanding yesterday. So in their semi-final over Sacred Heart, very dominant, playing as a team, goals spread equally throughout. And for Hamilton Boys High, Hugo Barbour really stepped up yesterday.
Let's talk about, though, the man in the number 1 cap for Hamilton Boys High, Matt Lander. How good is this guy?
Yeah, Matt Lander's very, very, very good athlete. But so is Boston Frost in the Rangitoto Premier teams. So matchups between the two goalies. Lovely matchups, so it's going to be an excellent match.
Rahiti Teakoto White is the head coach of Hamilton Boys. He brings plenty of experience and final instructions. And then Rangitoto, they have won this competition back in 2015.
Now, plenty of passion here, as there always is in secondary school sport.
Rangitoto College winning this back in 2016. 2012 they were champions. They also won it back in 2006. They have a history. Now Hamilton Boys High School looking to try and make history as we get underway. Looking forward to this. Number 3 swimming for Hamilton is Brody Lang, and it's immediately Hamilton that get away. And they'll go through Kieran Van Staden. Staden happy to just push it out to Hugo Barber. Barber looking to try and control play. Goes back across to Van Staden. They'll be trying to get a bit of an idea on Rangitoto's type defence early on. And nice little entry pass. They do have the first chance here, Hamilton. But good scrambling defence coming from Rangitoto. And it will be Boston Frost.
Yeah, well done by Boston Frost.
So that'll just settle the nerves a little bit. He came off his line, shut the angle down. And now
black ball into centre forward.
And you sort of sense the strength. Oh, good little entry pass. Backhand, great goal from Rangitoto College. Wow. Have you seen better water polo in the openings game of a national final? I'm not sure you have. Well, they wanted the start. They've been given the start because they arguably maybe come in here as the underdogs. But look at that little piece of backhand genius and moment there from Caden Brown.
Yeah, great little backhand. Predominantly plays on the outside of the perimeter, not on the in. Great adjustment, good utility player.
Now Hamilton, they'll need to bounce back. They're not a team that are used to losing. So, what do? You try and change it up. You put them in a pressure situation, a situation they haven't been in before, and you see how they respond. That is the advantage Rangitoto perhaps have. And now they come back. 6-on-5 opportunity with the exclusion. Hamilton boys happy to be patient. Got a little bit more physicality though across. The shot does come. Clock shot runs down, does it? The big shot comes, nice entry pass, but the execution not quite there. Great intent, looking for that centre forward, and Kieran Van Staden couldn't find him. And now the counter-attack comes immediately. Here comes Rangitoto looking to try and make it too. They work him over, and the goal does come, and that is Thomas Arms, I think. Thomas Arms in the number 5 cap, and suddenly it is Rangitoto College against the odds who lead 2 goals to nothing. Hamilton boys, how do they react? Have they been in a position like this in the last 12 months? That's the question. Sometimes you learn how to lose before you learn how to win, but if you've never had to go through that, how do you find your way back?
Yeah, perfect start by Rangitoto. 2 possessions, 2 goals.
So, 2-0.
Oh, we've got a card already, I do believe.
A yellow card on...
No, hang on. Double exclusion.
So both players will lose the player into the naughty chair for 20 seconds.
Yeah,
so it will be
no significant advantage.
Daniel Warman for Rangitoto.
And Boston Hallwood.
So chart here. Got to come forward here. Hamilton Boys High School. Happy just to sit back. Happy to just try and see if one of the lanes opens up, and the great shot comes from Kieran Van Staden, who is very much their power play, and look what it means to them. The fans here on their feet. Yeah. Boy, they have migrated up from Hamilton for this final over the Bombays.
Yeah, nice, powerful shot. Kieran Van Staden plays prop for first 15, I believe.
And if you're playing prop for Hamilton Boys High School first 15, you're amongst the best in the country, such as their history. And now, this is Rangitoto, though. They'll want to maintain their momentum. Good play, too. Good little entry pass. The shot does come. Wow, what enterprise here from Rangitoto. How organised are they? That is just some great interplay between Daniel Warman and Thomas Arms.
Ali Pritchard, the defence. Good steal. Oh, unlucky.
He looks and says, come on. I didn't do that, Oliver Pritchard. But he deals with the frustration, moves on. They have to, because it is Hamilton who now looking to try and tie things up.
Nice fake.
It is. And chance here, boy, they're going to work. They are going to have to really keep an eye on Kieran Van Staden. He is such a big man.
He's got such a big
physical presence. And so they retain possession.
Good opportunity.
Yeah, look at the nerves of the families, the parents of these young men, the stars of the future. Oh, a nice pass across and almost gets away with it. And that is part of the reason why you stay in class and you learn physics.
Boston Hallwood with the lob from the strong side as a left-hander.
Now immediately Rangitoto, they do play maybe a lot more of a team game, and they like to play with pace too, don't they? They don't perhaps have the physicality and the size that Hamilton have. Now, great entry pass. Brilliant from Rangitoto. 3 goals, and 3 goals that would make any highlight reel anywhere in the world in the game of water polo.
Good pass. Number 5.
3-1. Rangitoto on Auckland's North Shore.
Yeah, great pass by Thomas Arms. Daniel Warman.
Their home pool is the Millennium Institute on Auckland's North Shore, the Sir Owen Glenn Centre. Produced some wonderful athletes out of that school over the years. Sean Marks, one of only a few players to make the NBA, these days CEO of the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, good pass.
Great pass, chance comes. Oh, they worked over Van Staden, didn't they? We talked about Van Staden. That's good defence too, coming from Caden Brown for Rangitoto. So Brown. And now it is Brown who comes forward. He gets mapped by Van Staden. Good little rivalry beginning. Oh, worked him. Yep. Does he get the exclusion? No, just the foul. And so number 7 is Oliver Pritchard for Rangitoto. And this is a little bit better. Now trying to turn him. Two on one, and good turnover from Hamilton. Great defence.
Yeah, lots of bodies there.
Yep, just getting in the way.
And a counter-attack chance.
Just trying to out-muscle Rangitoto here. Lovely entry pass. Can't get the shot away though. What do the referees say? And it is an exclusion, 6 on 5. Hamilton retain possession. Can they try and close it within 1? Van Staden. Across to Connor Stewart. Now they switch play to the right-hand side of the pool, trying to find a way through. Hugo Barber with the shot, and Barber scores. Barber scores. Somehow he finds a lane down that right-hand side, and it has just been extraordinary water polo from both sides.
Yeah, very nice goal by Hamilton boys off the man up. Good vision from Barber. Into Kitely. And we're back.
So, 3-2, Rangitoto. Got off to a very good start. Hamilton, though, letting the nerves settle, and they look more settled. The shot comes very good block from Matt Lander. We talked about the quality of Landon. There it is.
Yep,
and maybe the difference might be Landon today when you look at his pedigree, you look at his resume coming into this. Good shot here, looking for maybe range. Nice entry pass, great water polo off the crossbar, and immediately Rangitoto get the ball back through Caden Brown.
Yeah, good vision. Good attack by Hamilton boys. Nice quick shot.
And now, driving. Will be Brown. Comes forward. Happy to go across and find Pritchard. Pritchard, does he go himself, Pritchard? No. The defence comes forward on him through Connor Stewart. Stewart in the 6 cap for Hamilton boys. Good play here from Daniel Warman.
Yeah, little tip by Matt Lander.
So Warman with the shot, and Rangitoto retain possession. Better defence though now coming from Hamilton. And they were taken a little bit off guard by the pace of Rangitoto. They are getting back quicker in defence, setting up more of a zone defence at the moment.
Good entry pass.
And the shot does come, they work him over.
6 is out.
And so it will be 6 on 5, the exclusions come, so chance here for Rangitoto. They get the possession back. Switch the pull. See there's some side on the open side. Can they just get that little entry pass in? But there's plenty of numbers back for Hamilton. The shot's going to need to come from distance. Shot's going to need to come from distance, but the big mitt gets on it by Mitchell Kitely, was it? Or possibly Boston Horwood. Either 5 or 10 there. Good field block. Kieran Van Staden. 15 seconds remain. They'd like to tie it up at 3-3. Nerves have settled then. And they come through Hamilton. 5 shot. The clock comes. It's wide. And we will go into. There will be the one long shot, I'd imagine, from the goalkeeper. We'll look to try and launch it full distance.
There he goes.
And that shot does come now. It is wide, and they'll go into the end of the first period with Rangitoto in somewhat of a little bit of an upset at the moment over the more fancied Hamilton Boys High School, 3-2. But reputation, you can look at the form coming in the tournament, you can look at form at North Islands and what these schools have been doing in their regional competitions, but then suddenly you get into a final and it's so much greater than the sum of its parts, isn't it, Kurt?
Yeah, it can be. In this case, Rangitoto being here before, a lot of these athletes in the age grades, Hamilton boys played a lot of water polo this year, both for club and for school. So they're both excited. It's a great start to this match.
Look at
very nice goals.
So Rahiti Tiakote White, what's he saying to his Hamilton boys high team? What does he want? I think he's probably just happy the nerves are settled, eh?
Yeah, I think so. He'll be quite happy because let's be honest, Rangitoto came out pumped. 3 possessions, 3 goals. Really started really strong, and it took a little bit of time before Hamilton Boys High could get involved. and then once they're in, they're away. So all good. Some really nice goals by both teams. Coaches will be happy with how they're getting on. As we move to the second quarter.
You're getting back to the second quarter.
Michael Brooks, FINA referee, will get us underway.
Yeah, good to see our officials too at the highest level in the sport. And here we go. So this could be a good little swim off. It will be Caden Brown in the white cap versus Brody Lang from Hamilton Boys High, who's done the work in the pool. Who wants this ball first? And it will be Hamilton. No. In fact, the turnover comes. What does the referee say? It'll be Hamilton Boys who get the first possession. In fact, he puts it out. So that's just a little bit of an unforced error, but that's what pressure does in a final situation. So coming forward for Rangitoto was Caden Brown.
Yeah, quick opportunity here for Rangitoto. And he takes it.
And he scores! He scores! And look what it means to Rangitoto. Look what it means to him again. Daniel Warman, just absolute precision. He just saw that, look, this was not about velocity. This is about trajectory. This is about angles. Brilliant.
Yeah, outstanding lob by Daniel Warman. Normally blasting the ball is Daniel Warman, but this time showing his real finesse. And a great placed lob.
4 goals to 2. Rangitoto continuing to put Hamilton Boys High in a position they probably haven't experienced too much. Now Hamilton need to not panic. They need to believe in their systems, but they turn it over again. Good play from Rangitoto. Good systems at the moment. They're maintaining their shape, aren't they?
Yeah, good defence by Rangitoto.
Look to drive. Better defence from Hamilton here. Ingram coming forward in the number 2 cap for Hamilton. And look at that centre forward shot. And just one after the other again. And Daniel Warman, what is this man doing? Because I tell you what, you talk about a player being in the zone. It can be a cliche at times, but this young man is in the zone. And there is just a slight hand there coming off the number 5, which is Mitchell Kitely for Hamilton Boys. That might have just helped that slight defection and therefore allowed Brenton Matlander from maybe just getting across.
Yeah, it's a great goal by Daniel Warman. 2 moments of brilliance in the last minute.
Well, they'll tell you a squad will win you a championship, but an individual will win you a game. And now Hamilton.
Nice fake.
But look here at the defensive of Rangitoto. Just maintaining that shape, really well organised at the back, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a really nice block by Boston Frost. Took a deflection, I think, off Caden Brown. Cody Chapman looking dangerous with the ball.
But it's all just not amounting to anything at the moment. And it's Rangitoto. Great WATERPOLO school, along with a number of the schools on the North Shore with Westlake Boys, Rosmini. Of course, the senior girls side in the final as well. That final coming after this. And lovely entry pass, but good defence. Great urgency being shown from Hamilton there. And that was very good because Mitchell Kitely picked that up early, that entry pass, and got back just in time. And now they go into the counter-attack chance here for Hamilton. Surely, can they score from here? They need some support. The little lob pass off the crossbar. And somehow Rangitoto survived, but momentum's on your side. It's on your side. And Hamilton need to do something to change the momentum of this game.
Yeah, nice lob by Boston Hallwood. Just unlucky. Caden Brown coming in.
Now they need to stop Warman. And the big shot comes. Great mitt though by Lander.
It was indeed.
And then the follow-up to the urgency shown by Taze Noom Duckworth at the front too. Now surely Hamilton. And equally good block at the other end from Boston Frost. Oh, what a final. And I've still got 3.5 minutes left. In the first half, we thought the bronze medal game and the women between Rangirua and St Kentigans was a classic. Well, this is about to be a classic as well. And just see the niggle here.
Yeah, really nice steal by Geordie Chapman.
And have been
sliding around the centre forward.
Hamilton have been the dominant team. If you'd have seed teams coming into this tournament, they probably would be the number 1 seed. And he pushes forward. The shot comes, but the big field block comes and just takes any impetus out of that particular shot.
Yeah, nice field block, Karma Morton.
2:55.
Post-up play on this side.
Enthralling contest.
Taisnoom Duckworth.
Oh, lovely entry pass. Good. Can he turn? Can he get the height? Can he get the shot? Almost scores from nowhere. Such is the danger. Such is the attacking ability of Rangitoto. Taisnoom Duckworth almost scoring. Chance down at the other end for Hamilton Boys High. Now he's come back to live action. And the shot does come, but it is just picked off too comfortably again. Great pressure and defence from Caden Brown. Equally Boston Frost comes off his line, shuts the angle down.
It's not quite enough power by Brody Lang. Oh, another nice pass opportunity.
Well, they're hanging tough, Hamilton, aren't they? Hanging tough. Turn over to Hamilton. What do the referees say? No, it'll be Rangitoto who retain possession. So Hamilton will need to get back. Boston Hall were desperate for Hamilton there in the number 10 cap defensively. Lovely little pass. They work him over, though, and turn possession over. Great defence from Hamilton.
Yeah, lots of bodies again. Crashing back towards the post-up, centre forward area.
Sam Kitely, number 4 there, making his way back down as Rangitoto look to retreat.
Nice drive.
So Connor Stewart, in fact it is Mitchell Kitely in the number 5 cap. Kieran Van Staden, the big man in the number 8. Goes back to Van Staden. They need to bring him in. They need to get him more involved. He's such a powerful player. And the shot comes, and we talk about bringing him. We talk about him being involved. He reminds me of a young Joe Kays, who was so important for Tauranga at a senior men's level. He's just got that physicality, hasn't he? He's got that velocity. We talk about bringing him into the game, and that is what happens when you've got X Factor.
Yeah. Very strong, Kieran Van Staden. Both inside and outside. Great outside shooter as well as very strong at centre forward.
So 5-3. Driving. Pushing. Great entry pass. Can they turn? Can they score? The backhand does come. Oh, off the upright. This game has absolutely everything.
Outstanding work by Luke Blackburn. 3 players. Still handles the ball. Gets a shot off. Outstanding.
And Matt Lander smiles, but I tell you what, we talk about small percentage. At the other end, penalty coming, is it?
No, exclusion.
Just the exclusion, 6 on 5. 6 on 5, and they quickly get on with it, Hamilton. Can they try and bring it within 1? Heading into half-time. They've been behind this entire game.
Put himself in a great position.
Now, they've just got to get it across to him. Now the shot does come. The big man, brilliant play. Now the shot, Van Staden. I wonder whether the right opportunity was to perhaps pull the trigger and take the shot himself. But he perhaps felt he was just a little bit off balance or didn't quite have the height.
Blackburn at centre forward again.
And then now, good block. Matt Lander getting up nice and high out of the water, but Rangitoto retain possession. So Warman, who's been good, finds quickly, goes out wide. The shot, the angle is there. There is an opportunity, but no, the little entry pass, but 2 on 1, and 2 will always beat 1 in that situation. Again, Kieran Van Staden, the big number 8 for Hamilton, getting back, doing what's asked of him, working the centre forward for Rangitoto over. If you are just joined us, you're watching an enthralling New Zealand Secondary Schools final between the Mitre Hamilton Boys High and the established water polo school of Rangitoto. And the big shot, just this time, just inaccurate. So 5-3 the score, 6 seconds remain. Rangitoto probably through Boston Frost might have one little long lob, or they decide to maybe hit 1 or 2 players before trying to pull a trigger with 6 seconds remaining. And Frost decides to come forward. Happy just to run the clock down, and he'll just have one big long shot. Yeah, not a bad effort too. Lander gets the mid out. As we go into half-time, it is Rangitoto in a very, very closely fought New Zealand Secondary Schools final, leading by just 5 goals to 3. Kurt Goldsworthy, I need to take 3 deep breaths. I need to bring my heart rate down.
Absolutely.
I mean, normally, water polo, you sort of sit there and it's quite a mellow commentary, but this game's just so damn exciting. I feel like I'm sort of calling State of Origin.
It is extremely exciting. You have a moment of brilliance at one end with Luke Blackburn. Unfortunately, he doesn't score. He's got 3 athletes on him, and then down the other end, Brody Lang's going at it straight away while we're watching the replay. It's a really exciting game.
Let's go inside the camp of Rangitoto Premier boys. Incredibly well drilled. Sefa Tuesal, what will he be wanting? Will he he probably won't want to be changing too much, will he?
No, he doesn't. He's
you don't want to overthink it. They're doing everything right.
And he's allowing his team to play and be empowered. And they're making the decisions, nobody else.
I mean, you watched Rangitoto yesterday in the semi-final, and you mentioned earlier they played with just a lot of structure. They played the ultimate team game, didn't they? Yeah,
they really share the goals are shared around. So just as soon as you start to think someone like Daniel Warman steps up, Caden Brown will come to the party, or Thomas Arms. So they just all get involved, and they all contribute in a massive way, both offensively and defensively.
Now, Rahiti Tiakote White, he got plenty of experience. I mean, you'd imagine inside he's got to be a little bit concerned, but he won't want to show that concern, will he?
No, I think he's actually saying, boys, I hope you're enjoying it by the looks of that.
Yeah, no, it's great that we've got that camera in there too, just to have a look at the emotion. But this is what we're talking about too. The other thing that you cannot underestimate is the fact that there are television cameras here. This is televised. These are still young men. Some year 11, some year 12, some in their final year. And I guess it's the experienced players trying to maybe exploit the inexperienced players on the other teams.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But in my opinion, neither of these two teams are inexperienced. I think they're both very well experienced. There's so much water polo beyond just school that both of these groups are heavily involved with their local clubs.
And you can see just how many spectators there are. You cannot get a seat up in the main grandstand. You can see people behind peering through the windows, peering through different doors. Huge following for the sport. As we just take you on a little bit of a walk through the changing rooms. Up the stairs, there we go. Right. Number 5 for Hamilton is Mitchell Kitely, and he'll be up against Thomas Arms. So this is where the swim off. Let's see which way this goes. And again, it is Hamilton.
Kitely takes it.
Happy to get the play back underway. They want to try and score early, won't they? They want to try and score early. So Chapman goes across to Kitely.
Nice patience.
Yeah, this is
playing
better.
The two centre forwards here.
This is better, isn't it? Just taking their time a little bit more. Oh, and it looks for the big shot. Great lane, great nice opportunity. Block. I think it was on. Lander came across, did well, shut the lane down. But it goes back to Kieran Van Staden, who wants to sit on the outside of the perimeter. Looks for the little entry pass. Looking to try and find Connor Stewart there. The pass just didn't have the right execution on it. And Rangitoto College absorbed the pressure. Oh, at the other end. But very good goalkeeping too, though.
And exclusion here.
This time coming from Matt Lander. He just came off the line. So bit of noise going on. Talk us through what you're seeing, Kurt.
Oh, I didn't actually see it. Michael Brooks saw it. He's called an offensive exclusion.
Offensive exclusion. So it'll be Rangitoto who will have possession. Now, if they can score here, how much psychological pressure, how much damage is done for Hamilton.
Oh, nice play.
Good play, great. Then the exclusion comes. And so 6 on 5, the overlap now for Rangitoto.
And nice half spin by Ollie Pritchard.
And they're happy to keep it moving, trying to burn as many matches on the defensive end for Hamilton Boys High. Trying to suck into their energy levels. I'll tell you what, at points, this can be so hard aerobically. You're just looking for oxygen anywhere. And as I say, you know, a lot of these players will almost be breathing through their eyelids to just somehow get the air into the body. Back across for Hamilton. Can they turn possession into points? It is a low-scoring final. Good entry pass. Turning.
You go Barber. Towards the exclusion on
6 on 5. Now, they need to bring Van Staden in.
Yeah.
He needs to get himself involved. He's got the physicality. He's got the power.
Oh, they've got lots of left-handers as well. Plenty of power.
Van Staden.
Nice
Look,
pass.
lovely pass. Great play from Hamilton Boys High School. And that was Van Staden. He just passed it across to Mitchell Kitely in the basketball of equivalent of an alley-oop. It is game on at 5-4.
Yeah, outstanding man up. Great pass. Could have easily been a penalty.
Look
for
what
two
it
hands
means
up
to both
as well.
these sides too. Have a look here. You'll find out on what schools they're in. That man there in the black, he's a patriot for Hamilton, isn't he? And they push forward. Rangitoto now. is closing itself up. It's a slow burner from Hamilton, but they are just slowly climbing their way back into it, climbing their way back into the light. And the shot does come. Big block, though. Very good defence from Georgie Chapman for Hamilton boys.
Yeah, an opportunity here.
Chance here. They do go long. They do find their player at the other end. Great piece of water polo. Surely must score. The penalty will come. The penalty will come. Hamilton boys have a chance of tying it up at 5-all. Wonderful counter-attack from Hamilton, showing why they do come as the favourites for this tournament. Have a look here. They looked to try and work him over, didn't they, Kurt?
Oh, great play. Mitchell Kitely backed himself to go to the goal and then pulled down by both players. So Boston penalty rewarded appropriately.
Boston Frost up against the might of Kieran Van Staden, the man who has the velocity that would scare even the best keepers at a senior level. What does he do? Does he play the velocity game? Does he play the lob game? Waiting. They need to follow up on this too. Frost.
Good shot.
And it goes 6-all, 5-all. And the crowd and the roar around Diocesan School for Girls. You're watching one of the great New Zealand secondary school finals.
Yeah, lovely penalty by Kieran Van Staden. We're underway at 5-all. Just over 3.5 minutes.
3.5
in this quarter.
Yeah, and then they'll have one quarter to sort it all out. We've already seen the girls' bronze medal game go to penalties. Rangitoto winning that over St Kennigan. Will we see the same in the men's? Good defence coming from Hamilton. They're hustling now. There's more urgency. Deciding to get a little bit more physical and turning it over. That is the pressure now, Hamilton. They're deciding to get up. Chance here.
And
another opportunity. They will look to try and go long once again, surely. Matt Lander, though, just... In fact, Boston Frost coming off the line. He read it nicely. The pass was maybe just a little bit too long, but just showing the danger here of Hamilton and that ability to break out offensively.
Yeah, that was an excellent counter-attack there by Hugo Boston Hallwood. We saw how dangerous they were last time with Mitchell Kitely. Nice patience shown.
Oh, shot clock runs down, so good pressure from Hamilton. We have seen a momentum shift. We have seen a shift in momentum. It is Hamilton, Boys High, who started this game slowly, or maybe a little bit out of character, and they've climbed their way back into the light. They've made it 5-all. And this man here, Kieran Van Staden, his physicality probably been the point of difference. So Lucas Dearlove, nice. Lovely pass. Chance here for Rangitoto. They haven't really had a scoring opportunity. They go now.
Good tap.
Good field block coming from Georgie Chapman for Hamilton boys.
Yeah, very nice field block.
2 minutes remain. Just 8 minutes left in this final.
Slow this possession down.
Lander, look at Lander in goal. In fact, my apologies, Boston Frost in goal. So Frost.
Kieran Van Staden at centre forward. Ball goes in.
They did a nice job working him over, didn't they? 2-on-1 on that occasion. They need to commit 2 men to him. And they did it very well through Lucas Dearlove and I think Oliver Pritchard on defence.
Just adjusting his costume.
Now, really haven't looked like scoring in the last few minutes of this game. They've got to take their opportunity. Got to remember, Hamilton have just manned up, haven't they? They've just muscled up.
No love lost there.
No, and that's water polo for you. Gladiatorial by nature. A lot of stuff off the ball.
Daniel Warman.
Warman needs to be involved. We haven't talked much about him, have we?
Oh, I think he...
In the second half. So Warman needs to come into the game more. And they go to Warman now. The chance is there for Warman. We know what he's got. But they're going to, again, the shot clock is running out again. That is twice. Yeah. That is twice that Hamilton have put so much pressure on Rangitoto that they haven't been able to execute a shot on that 30-second allocation. It's almost like they've taken Will Play as a team perhaps just a little bit too far, and I wonder whether someone just needs to take responsibility now.
Nice patience. Tightly.
Will this be the chance for Hamilton? Great entry pass. They'll look for Van Staden.
Yeah, just bounced away. Referee couldn't call anything there.
Hamilton have not led in this final at all with 40 seconds remaining. You'd have to say that really Rangitoto have the one real scoring opportunity left in this quarter.
Offensive foul. Hamilton boys. And now an exclusion to compound it. Good opportunity. Timeout. Timeout. Called by Rangitoto White for Hamilton Boys High. An excellent timeout with only 24 seconds left in this quarter.
5-all. Very, very vocal crowd. Diocesan School for girls. The girls' final still to come. That should be a classic. The home school, Diocesan, who have dominated the women's or the girls' game at secondary school level in this country, up against Rangitoto. Can Rangitoto win the double?
Your statement about breathing through eyelids, it looks like Kieran's been started. Certainly is.
Well,
he's put in a big effort.
Tough sport. Look at that. Very, very good crowd. It's hard to work out how many are supporting Rangitoto and how many are supporting Hamilton. Probably about 50-50. There we go. Now pictures brought to you by a live stream. Hope you are enjoying the coverage. Hamilton boys. Chance here, chance here. There is a little bit of a door open. Do they play the little lob shot?
Into a 3-3.
Lob shot comes.
Pass not quite as good as he would have liked.
No.
Oh, good defence.
Work him over. And what's the referee say? Shot does come.
Shot.
But
Got 5 seconds left.
Yeah, Rangitoto survive. 2,
Boston Frost.
1. He'll have the big long Paul shot and go to nowhere. And so at the end of the third period, Rangitoto 5, Hamilton Boys High School 5. Just 6 minutes remain. You are watching the New Zealand Secondary Schools Final, one of the most prestigious titles in secondary school sport, up for grabs. And it'll be a new name etched on the trophy because the last 4 years it has been all Sacred Heart College. Will it be Hamilton Boys or will it be Rangitoto?
Yeah, outstanding last quarter coming up. Lots of pressure. Hopefully the boys play with their freedom and enjoy this last quarter.
Well, just a powerhouse, aren't they? Very good at rowing Marty Cup over the years. First 15's been outstanding. They've had good soccer sides in recent times. There's not too many sports they're not good at. Rangitoto, well, they tend to probably be a little bit more focused on one or two sports rather than across the entire curriculum. We've had some very good multi-sport athletes over the years, the likes of Terenzo Bizzoni. Mind you, the great Dick Quacks came out of Hamilton Boys. Wonderful silver medalist at the 5,000 metres in 76. The coach almost fell in the pool, or the assistant coach.
Nemo Radjan. Brother was a great player in Serbia.
Well, looking at this, Kurt, it seems to me that, you know, Van Staden needs to be heavily involved for Hamilton Boys High School, but Caden Brown for Rangitoto needs to get rid of this Daniel Warman, who is just superb. They need to be everywhere. They just need to get themselves involved. They're X-Factor players.
Yeah, but it might also only just come down to one or two moments. So Daniel Warman, for example, might only need to light the trigger once. Well, it could be just that one moment.
The first half, say Rangitoto probably had the momentum, but it's very much been a shift, hasn't there?
Yeah, there has indeed.
Now, Rangitoto, can they cause what would be considered, I think, an upset? Good, here we go. High arm turnover, and good leg kick comes, and this time it is Rangitoto who come away with the ball.
They have indeed.
And now, Rangitoto looking for options, driving forward.
Ollie Pritchard.
Pritchard decides he's happy to continue surveying. Didn't really care. Just a bit of a breakdown in communication with Karma Morton there, and now it is Hamilton who get into this break. They've been so effective in this aspect of the game, and it is Hugo Barber. Now he's waiting for some support, Barber.
He'll just pull out.
Good defence from Oliver Pritchard. Now he finds
pass.
Good defence though. 2-on-1. They comes back. There is a chance here. There's a lane open. The backhand shot. Very good from Connor Stewart for Hamilton Boys.
Yeah, nice block, Boston Frost. All fast play down the pool to Thomas Arms. Exclusion here at number 3. Too heavy at centre forward.
So 6 on 5. Rangitoto, can they get themselves that 1 goal buffer?
Now, big
Much
chance.
better defence. Plenty of height from Hamilton too. They're getting up nice and high, aren't they? Good
Big
zone
long
defence. Yep. Just physically, just a slightly bigger team. Good play here from Rangitoto, but great block. What do they say in the middle of the pool?
Goalie's got the ball, Matt Lander.
So Rangitoto scrapping through Thomas' arms, but Lander comes away with it. Boy, the narrowest of margins. You can feel the tension. What a game.
Oh, good entry pass. Offensive foul. Right hand came up over the shoulder. Warman.
Yep. Well, he needs to press forward, Warman, doesn't he? He needs to get himself involved.
Thomas Arms.
And they've got 2 centre forwards trying to press forward. Now it goes back to Warman. We know how good he is. Warman, does he look to launch? No, he doesn't. Looks for the entry pass. They work him over. The shot does come. And Rangitoto take back the lead, 6-5. And we talked about getting guys like Warman involved. We got him involved. He drew the defender, and bang, before we know it, Oliver Pritchard.
Yeah, Ollie Pritchard.
Just look at that. He turns the left. Oh, wow. The left-hand shot from Pritchard.
Not renowned as a post-up, but excellent play.
Rangitoto College looking to try and win another national title. The one back in 2016 was the last time they won it. Auckland Grammar in 2015, and then it was the domination of Sacred Heart. Hamilton Boys High School, well, they're trying to create history.
Working hard.
Where does this crowd sit? Turned over though. A little bit of a momentum shift with 3.5 minutes going, with 4 minutes.
Stepping up on defence that time, pushing the ball under.
Look, the tension. And now it is Rangitoto. If they can score here, then we might see one of the great upsets.
Good exclusion.
Great block.
Defense.
Great defense from Mitchell Kitely and the number 5. He got up nice and high, didn't he? Got that egg beater kick going. And he just created a man mountain out of himself and just picked off what was actually a very good pass. Now, they go back through Boston Horwood.
Yeah, they've got a man up here.
Horwood. He's got a man open out to his right, and Mitchell Kitely. They decide not to go with Kitely. At what point do they switch play? They go to Kitely now. Kitely with the shot. No, little entry pass, and it was all on. And now the shot does come, but that is brilliant from Boston Frost. He got across, shut down that lane. Good piece of goalkeeping.
Yeah, Sefatu SL very happy with his goalkeeper.
6-5. Less than 3 remains. National Secondary Schools honours up for grabs. This is the New Zealand Secondary Schools final. The big shot comes. Oh, Matt Lander at the other end gets the big mid out. He shows why he's such a class act, why he plays at the highest level in this country. And now Rangitoto, the chant go up from this crowd, which I would say is bipartisan, probably 50-50.
Ollie Pritchard.
So Pritchard will go back to Thomas Arms. Now the shot does come, he saw it.
And there's a counter.
Counter-attack coming now the other way. Here come Hamilton Boys, and they'll find it through Mitchell Kitely. Kitely looks to lay out, back to Kitely. Can Kitely do anything here? Kitely shoots, and Kitely scores. It is 6-all. 6-all. In one of the great finals. Nobody prepared to give an inch. Hamilton Boys, they've been dominant when it comes to the breakout, turning defence to offense. Look at this. Some good interplay here between Kitely.
2 minutes 17 left in the game. And the big
Brody
moments, Mitchell Kitely have stepped up.
And Brody Lang so involved in that in the number 3 cap.
Yeah.
He drew the 2 defenders, didn't he? And Lucas Dearlove, well, he was back there, but he just couldn't get himself positioned. 6-all Rangitoto with their chance.
Oh, nice fake.
They come across. Chance comes from Rangitoto. The little lob shot. Oh, saw the slight angle. I think the shot was on.
Yeah.
I wonder whether the lob shot might have been more effective. It's easy to sit here. Time speeds up when you're under pressure. Now Hamilton. 1:55 remain. Rangitoto desperate on defence here. They need to get across and cover.
At centre forward.
And starting the big man who's sitting on him. I think it's Lang. I think it's Kobe Newt at the moment. No, it's Oliver Pritchard who is working over. They've got to wake up here at Rangitoto, because Hamilton on the prowl. And the shot goes. Great block, Boston Frost. 6-6, 129. If it's tied up, we go to penalties. What a way to sort it out. The momentum shift has gone back in favour of Rangitoto briefly. Then it's gone back Hamilton's way. Crowd here on the edge of their seats.
Oh, nice fake. Great pass.
The shot does come. No, it doesn't. They look for the entry pass. He turns, he looks to try and flick. And tell what the referee say. Matt Lander's done everything right. And Hamilton boys will come away with it. So yeah. Matt Lander showing his experience and class. And now the counter-attack down the other end. And they will look to try and open Rangitoto up, who is slow in getting back. Van Staden. Now the shot does come. But good block again from Boston Frost. The corner
49 seconds left in the game.
46 seconds. It is 6-all. Who will be the hero?
Timeout called.
What a final. Don't go away anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is on the edge of their seats for arguably one of the great New Zealand secondary school finals. Rangitoto, they came here as the underdogs. They hit Hamilton Boys High School hard early. But then Hamilton settled down and have been brilliant on the counter-attack. Two contrasting styles, two contrasting schools. But the end result is a 6-all with 46 seconds remaining.
Yeah, extremely exciting. Secretary Sao spent the last 2 minutes walking up and down with the timeout hooter in his hand. Rangitoto White, he has used both his timeouts. So this is his last chance to impact the game.
And then they'll start thinking about who their 5 shooters will be for a penalty shootout if it needs be. Look at Rangitoto. What are they thinking here? Firstly, they just need to shut down Hamilton. And then they'll have one more opportunity to try and win it.
Yep, there's 20 seconds on the shot clock, 46 in the game.
6 is Connor Stewart out to the right for Hamilton. Mitchell Kitely in the number 5 cap, and they will go to Stewart. So Connor Stewart get play back underway from the corner. Happy to go long. They back through Hugo Barber. Barber poised.
Gone with the
Kitely. Barber. Good defense. Here we go. And there it is. We talked about bringing the man in. The roof lifts off this place. The roof lifts off it. Hamilton boys with 30 seconds remain. Lead 7 goals to 6. They went to Kieran Van Staden, who has been just a dominant force.
Great shot.
Dominant force. Oliver Pritchard, well, he says to himself, I could do better than that. But Oliver, you did everything asked of you on defence. Look at the emotion. They've still got one chance though, Rangitoto. They come back down the pool. Hamilton Boys High School.
Caden Brown.
In control at the moment with a 1-0 lead. The defence from Hamilton will be extraordinary. The big shot comes, the block, and Hamilton Boys will come away with it. They'll run the shot clock down. They'll run it down. Have we got a new champion? Is history about to be made?
Yes, it is.
Hamilton Boys High School, 7-6. Hamilton Boys High School will be crowned New Zealand Waterpolo champions for 2021 in one of the great contests. 7-6. History for the school south of the Bombays. Disappointment, devastation perhaps for Rangitoto. But both schools should be incredibly proud of themselves. Wow, what a final.
Outstanding match. Outstanding. Great to see such athleticism from so many athletes, both schools. Stand proud. And in goes the coaching staff.
3 for the dive.
Always.
Two for Rahiti Tiakote White. Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We've still got a women's final to come between Rangitoto College and the might of Diocesan. And there it is. Look what it means to them. Last year they were close to Sacred Heart, but they weren't quite there in a tournament that wasn't officially the national championship, but had the best schools in the country. But you just sense they're on the cusp of something. They've been dominant in sports like rugby. They've been dominant in sports like the Māori Cup. Are we now seeing the sleeping giant of New Zealand water polo waken? Is the dynasty going now to head south? Is this the team everybody needs to beat in the future?
Well, with Rangitoto White as teacher, as in charge, they've got a very good future. We're just waiting for one of the Hamilton boys' high school.
Just have a look here. One more time. And you've got to say, Boston Frost, he went across, he covered it. But you've sometimes got to go to the X-Factor player. Sometimes you've got to go to the big man. And today we saw that. There shouldn't be any if-only moments for Rangitoto College. They did everything right. They were brilliant. School should be incredibly proud of them. We've all got a wonderful future in the sport going forward. Some will be back next year. Some will be back in 2 years' time again. In fact, going into this final, many felt that maybe Hamilton should win it by 3 or 4. But Rangitoto changed the script. They forced Hamilton to go to a place they hadn't been before. But they responded when it counted most. We do have Kurt Goldsworthy standing by with the captain of Hamilton Boys High School, Matt Lander.
We have Matt Lander with us, captain of the Hamilton Boys High School. How does that feel?
Oh, amazing. The boys have been training so hard for 5 years. Finally some recognition, some reward for all our hard work. It's been great.
Yeah, outstanding effort across the team. Big fella steps up at the right time.
Yeah. Oh, he's an awesome player, Kieran. Finally getting some recognition. It's good.
What's next for you?
For me, probably uni. I'll stay in Waikato, I'm thinking. We've just moved up to Div 1 for men, so hopefully get a team together.
Excellent, Matt. Congratulations. First win at National Secondary Schools for Hamilton Boys High.
Cheers. Thanks.
Well, congratulations to Matt Lander, Oliver Ingram, Brodie Lang, Sam Kitely, Mitchell Kitely, Connor Stewart, Geordie Chapman, Kieran Van Staden, Hunter Reid, Boston Horwood, Hugo Barber, Joshua Edwards, Sheriff Hosney, their coach Rahiti Tikote White, their assistant coach Rowana Patterson, their manager Mark Harvey. 2021 is the year of Hamilton Boys High School. They are the New Zealand Secondary School men's champion, and deservedly so, in a wonderful final. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go away though. In 15 minutes time, we bring you the New Zealand Secondary School girls final between the defending champions out of Diocesan up against Rangitoto.